Offshore drilling, not worth the risk. That's what the Dewey Beach Sound Commissioners are saying. Good evening. I'm Paul Butler.
And I'm Steve Hammond. Welcome to WBOC News at 6. Well, the list keeps getting longer and longer on Delmarva as yet another town voices its opposition to offshore drilling and seismic testing. It all began with Ocean City back in September as the mayor and council there formally voted to oppose any offshore drilling. Then Lewis followed suit in November, and now another town has voted its opposition as well. Let's check in with our Sussex County Bureau Chief, Evan Kozlov, joining us live from Dewey Beach. Evan, commissioners in Dewey are drawing the proverbial line in the sand.
Hey there, Steve. And yeah, their argument has been simple. They say seismic testing and offshore drilling can be damaging to marine life and has no place off of Delmarva's coasts. Mayor of Dewey Beach, Diane Hansen, loves this community, and she loves the beach. And that's why she says she's strongly opposed to offshore drilling and seismic testing.
Living on the water is just about everything. I mean, we wouldn't have the tourist trade here if we didn't have the beach. That's what people come for.
The debate all began in January when the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, a federal agency, released its draft of the Continental Shelf 5-year plan. That plan called for increased offshore drilling as close as 50 miles offshore in various regions, including off of Delmarva. Delaware's ocean is actually not on that list, but with the nearby coasts of Maryland and Virginia included, Hansen says Delaware towns should have a say.
The more our local municipalities voice their opposition to this, I think it's more likely to affect a decision in Washington whether they do this or not.
Another related but different concern has to do with something called seismic testing, a type of oil exploration. This is allowed just 5 miles offshore in Delaware and can be harmful to marine life. But officials from the Department of Interior described this plan as President Obama's all-of-the-above energy strategy, saying, quote, "The safe and responsible development of our nation's domestic energy resources is a key part of both creating jobs and reducing our oil dependence." Meanwhile, over at Woody's in Dewey Beach, bartender Jacob Barr says he's vehemently opposed because of how it may impact tourism in the area.
I can't see how anyone that lives in a coastal community like we do could stand for something like this, especially after what we've seen, for example, in the Gulf. Why would we want to bring that upon ourselves in this area?
Yet another town added to the list in opposition on Delmarva. Now, the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management is currently in the public comment phase. They're expected to have an updated draft by March of next year. A final decision is expected by late 2016. Reporting here in Sussex County, I'm Evan Kozlov, WBOC News in Dewey Beach.